Hello, Kindred Spirits. My name is Bryn, and I'm the owner of Kindred Spirit Steel Drums and Ripple Sound Sculptures based on the Sunshine Coast in British Columbia, Canada. I'm here in the showroom today to take you through the different instrument series you'll see on my website and to hopefully bring some clarity to the instrument buying process, because I know it can be confusing when you're choosing your first melodic steel instrument. So, starting with our smallest and most affordable steel tongue drum, we have the Seed Series. You can see the front view, side profile, back view, side profile again. Now the Seed Series comes with 6 notes in a C major pentatonic scale in this beautiful rich teal. Currently it just comes in this single scale in this single color, but it's an amazing instrument to start out on. Sounds great, lots of sustain, very clear, beautiful durable powder coat, really solid feet, sound hole plug to increase the bass, and our beautiful laser cut medallion on top. It comes with a very funky etch on it as well. They're beautiful to hold, beautiful to play, really amazing instruments. Now, all of our instruments go through a special multi-layered heat treatment process. So we put them through our forge and through other layers of heating in our kiln, which really helps to bring out the sustain and the clarity of the notes. It's a new process that we've developed for 2020 to really elevate our new products. Now, moving up from the Seed Series, we have our next instrument, which is called the Traveler Series. So 8 inches, Seed Series, 10 inches, Traveler Series. Now, the Seed Series, again, just comes in the C major pentatonic, just a single scale. And the Traveler Series comes in 4 different diatonic scales. So it comes in a B minor and a D major and an A minor and a C major. So you can pair them up really easily for a lot of musical possibilities. So you can see here it's got 8 notes. And it's a little bit deeper than the Seed Series, a little bit heavier because it's a thicker gauge steel. Same fixins as on all of our instruments, sound hole plug, feet, beautiful powder coat. This one comes with a pickup, as do all of the next instruments. Our Seed Series is the only one that doesn't come with a pickup. So these are great if you want to have like a really compact looping station. If you want to, again, take them around traveling, they're great. They're not too heavy, and they'll fit in a backpack really easily. The notes on these ones are fantastic. Clear and full, really beautiful. It's got this sort of Celtic knot flower burst design on it that I really like. It's quite funky. Yeah, very beautiful instrument. So again, this is the Traveler, and this is the Seed Series. So smallest, second smallest. It's a small instrument with big sound. Now moving up from the Traveler Series, we have what's known as the Explorer Series. So the difference between the Traveler Series and the Explorer Series, for one, is the size. So this is a 10-inch instrument. This is a 12-inch instrument. And the Explorer Series, because it's a little bit bigger, we can fit some different scales onto it. So this is the first instrument in our line, as we move through them, that you'll be able to get certain scales you'll see on particular handpans, like Sabai, Kurd, Hijaz, all of the popular favorites. You can get them in particular keys on this particular instrument. Now, same thing, really full, beautiful, warm scales. Exquisite colors. This is a forest burst gradient, which kind of folds down into this nice blue, kind of a yellowy green out to more of a foresty green with this funky deep etch on it. All of our 2020 instruments feature this new etching style, which embosses it chemically into the steel, and it gives them a really great look, really great feel, really great sound. Now these ones come with a matte top coat, so you can see the difference here. One of them is shiny, and one of them is matte. Now, personally, I like the matte and I like the shiny. I think that the matte adds a different sort of texture to them. You can feel it, and it also adds a different texture to the color. So, also a very nice choice for instruments. Moving up from the Explorer series, we have what's known as the Primordial Series. Now, the Primordial Series is also another 12-inch instrument, but this one is for lower scaled diatonics. So you can get like a E major diatonic and other diatonics on it that wouldn't fit on our Traveler series. The reason why we have separate products that have just particular diatonic scales is just to streamline our production processes here at our workshop. This has a very cool sort of bubble etch, also a nice green. It's been a very popular color this spring, so yeah, quite nice. So the difference between the Explorer series here and the Primordial is that the Explorer comes with a larger variety of scales, where the Primordial is just diatonics. So the Primordial and the Traveler series here, these ones are where you'll get your diatonic scales. All right, so moving on from the Primordial series, we have what's known as the Hyperion series. Now, the Hyperion series is also 14 inches. So you can see a difference here. So 14 inches versus 12 inches. It's quite a noticeable difference on these larger ones. Now, the Hyperion series comes with 10 notes and also another funky etch. This one's a little bit light, so it's a little hard to see on this one, but the other pictures you can see on our website are quite spectacular for these ones. Nice wrap around here, same thing, pickup, sound hole plug, beautiful rubber feet. Just an amazing instrument. Now, these ones have 10 notes, and they also have overtones tuned into every tongue. So they take a little bit longer to produce, but they have a much more layered and exquisite sound. If you were, if you were starting out, you could order one of these. If you wanted to start out a little bit higher level, if you are more of a professional player, someone who's looking for instruments with a bit more versatility, more sustain, more volume, and a better bloom of the notes, this could be a great instrument choice. And you can get a variety of scales on these, from the popular Celtic minor to deeper scales, such as like a deep curd, deep sabai. The possibilities are really endless, and we can do a lot of custom scales on these ones as well. Now, moving on from the Hyperion series, so everything that you've seen up until this point has been stamped domes. So from our smallest seed series, again, up to, it's hard to lift with one hand, it's heavy. So 8-inch seed series, 14-inch Hyperion series, everything between these is all stamped domes. So stamped domes have a little bit different timbre and tonality than hand-sunk or spun domes. Now, our next instrument here is our 17-inch Helios 2.0. Now, this instrument, you can see the side profile here, it looks a little bit more spaceshipy, is made on spun domes of a special high carbon steel. And we put these in our forge, heat them up to critical temperature, so you'll see they're like red hot, and we quench them and we put them through a bunch of different heating processes. We hammer the notes, hand hammer them as we put the instrument together, as we tune, which really helps to bring out the sound and the clarity. They have a little bit more atmosphere than some of our other instruments, which are sort of deeper and more solid. These ones kind of soar and fly a bit more. Really beautiful instruments. They come with this particular patina finish that we do, and a sparkly clear coat. And yeah, they're just, oh, beautiful, beautiful instruments. And this is what's known as a tongue pan versus a tongue drum. The terminology can be a little bit murky at some points, but generally if it's a stamped dome, it's been welded together, it's a tongue drum. If it's a spun dome or a hand-sunk dome, and they're affixed in sort of this profile, it's a tongue pan, but there's a lot of bleed over between the different types of instruments. So yeah, that concludes the video of going through our Seed Series, Traveler, Explorer, Primordial, Hyperion, and Helios 2.0. I hope it's been somewhat informative and helps you to identify the instrument that you'd like to purchase. If not, you can contact me through email, go onto the website. You can contact us through the chat feature there. Always happy to help. I love talking about these instruments. I love steel. I love melodic percussion instruments, and I hope you have a really fantastic night and rest of your summer. And everyone take care and be safe during these very interesting times.